Hey, thank you for checking out the video. Today we get to take a look at the Wurkkos HD12, a successor to the HD10, a 90-degree angle flashlight that runs on a 14500 or AA battery. This flashlight comes with a 14500 battery, which we'll take a look at later on. And it's part of a larger kit as well. You have a headlamp strap that's included with this flashlight, which we'll take a look at it later on as well. But as you can see, very handsome looking flashlight. The face of it especially looks very good to me. You have a metal switch with a battery status illuminator up top. Here's a quick snapshot of the specs if you want to pause and read any of that. But let's get right into the beam shots. We're going to start with the output using a 14500 battery that is included with the flashlight. This flashlight's capable of hitting 850 lumens max. And the one thing I'll say is if you leave that on for about a minute or longer, the head portion of this flashlight can get hot, but that's to be expected from that type of output coming from this size of flashlight. But yeah, we're gonna run through the modes here, the preset modes. The user interface of the HD12 is something that I like over the HD10. I think this is better in my personal opinion. Some will disagree, and that is totally fine. I am not an Android 2 user or understander really yet at this point in time. Android 2, if you're not familiar, is kind of a way that you can program how flashlights operate. You can get pretty custom with them, which is really cool if you're really into the hobby and stuff. Not quite there yet, like I said before. So this user interface is really nice for me. Basically, one click from off gets you on, and one click gets you off. If you hold the switch from off, you're going to get directly into the lowest output setting or moonlight mode. 2 clicks from off gets you right into turbo. 3 clicks from off gets you to red light mode directly, which is really nice. So you don't have to skip through white light modes to get to red light mode. You can just triple click from off and you're into the red light settings, which we're looking at here. There's pre-selected output settings in red mode, 3 of them. You can lock out the flashlight. When it's off, you just hit the switch 4 times rapidly to lock, and then 4 times rapidly again to unlock. Yeah, so from on, a single click gets you back off. If you hold the switch when you're already on, you're gonna cycle through low, medium, and high modes. 2 clicks will bring you into turbo. 2 clicks from turbo gets you down to moon right away. And triple clicking the switch from the on position is how you will cycle between the white light and red light settings. That's really all there is to this user interface. Very simple, especially when compared to Android 2.0. So I think this flashlight could be an option for just your general use, maybe just like a running light, camping light, work light perhaps. I think it's well set up for that. If you're more of a hobbyist and you want some auxiliary RGB LEDs, go for the HD10. I've got a video on that out already if you want to check that out. It's basically the same form factor from Wurkkos as well. Still great value, just a little bit packaging different. And what's included with the HD12. So this whole thing is kind of a kit. So I want to really show off this headlamp strap in particular. Well ventilated, elastic strap, and this lettering is extremely reflective. So if you're a runner and you're worried about some safety, if you run in early mornings or late nights, this will definitely reflect light for you. As far as the actual bracket here, the part that accepts the light, it's plastic. Appears to be a good plastic material, not brittle, doesn't bend. Yeah, good quality polymer up here. And now they give you 2 of these right here. Calling it a rubber band is kind of an insult because it's not the office supply type of rubber band, but it's basically just a rubber band. It's actually literally a rubber band. But yeah, it just clips in here along the sides and then along the bottom right here. So you can set the flashlight in like so. Stretch this around. It's caught right there. And you can now adjust this at whatever angle you need. And you can orient the light, obviously, so the switch is on either side, whatever's better for you. But that's a look at how this is set up. Very simple. There's almost no weight to this strap whatsoever. Extremely lightweight and adjustable, obviously, right here. So that's a look at the headlamp portion of the kit. You also get a lanyard included. Pretty basic lanyard, but still nice to have that. This clip is included as well. This can be oriented on either direction, the tail or the head. This body tube in the middle is, the thread pitch is the same on either side. So you can take the tail off and the head and then flip it around. While we have the components all separated, I'll give you a look. This came really well lubricated from the factory. Either end here, got 2 O-rings. They also give you spare O-rings in the packaging, in addition to that rubber band I mentioned earlier. So there's your extra rubber band, spare O-rings. You get a lanyard I mentioned before. Pretty basic standard lanyard, but good to have one if you like to use those. And then this is a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. This is notable because usually you see Type-A to Type-C cables. There's a lot of those running around my household and not as many as these. So I appreciate this Type-C to Type-C connection. But I do want to point it out because you will need the adapter, or I guess a computer, or whatever you want to charge this. But in any case, that's what comes with the flashlight itself. You do have a nice spring here in the tail portion. Let's look at the internals. I never know what I'm looking at in there, but I know some people do. Just wanted to show that. And yeah, body tube here, pretty good texture on this for grip. Here's a look at the 14500 that's included, 900 milliamp hour capacity, nominal voltage of 3.7, branded by Wurkkos. And of course, this can also take AA batteries as well. Here's a quick look at the box because it tends to be one of the more boring parts of the video. But yeah, I got a picture of the product on the front, specs on the back here, label, which is nice if you have these on the shelf or something like that stacked, you can quickly identify what this is. But yeah, good packaging from Wurkkos. Under the sleeve, you got a magnetic flap and all the goodies are inside right there for you. All right, these are my personal thoughts on the HD12 here from Wurkkos. In my opinion, this is an upgrade over the HD10 because the user interface is more simple. I think it looks fantastic. I like the lettering on the side that they've added. That looks really nice, and I also like the black clip. Silver clips are fine, but I think this looks really good in black. On the note of the clip, I like that the body tube, the thread pitch is the same, so you can reverse the orientation of this clip. You can get a pretty deep carry with this thing if you just want to use this as a regular flashlight in pocket. So I like that. And then if you want to use it as a headlamp, I think this is really well done too. Extremely lightweight, this whole thing. Even with this plastic clip right here. Very lightweight, the whole thing. And it has what you want it to have. It's adjustable, got reflective lettering and stripes here. And this is simple, it's not overly complicated. There are no clips that could snap off or metal clips that could grind at the body or finish up the flashlight. So I think this is simple and effective. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Just like the overall build quality of it. The magnet, oh yeah, 2 more things I'll share. The magnet here is strong enough to hold itself up like this, no problem. But it's not overly strong. Like some magnets in flashlights are like hyper aggressive and they want to jump on your keys and all kinds of stuff all the time. This is not overkill, which I do appreciate. Second thought I wanted to share is when it comes to the heat of this flashlight. So the HD12 does have ATR, or advanced temperature regulation. So it'll dim its output when the flashlight gets to a certain temperature. But I wanted to point out that this is one of those flashlights that allows itself to get quite hot. The ATR will not kick in and interfere early, which is going to be a good news or good thing for most people that are into flashlights, because people tend to be annoyed when the flashlight computer or chip jumps in and plays with the output. People tend to want to let it run a little longer, usually if you're into flashlights, but I just wanted to point that out. This does get quite hot, specifically the head portion here. This one piece of aluminum up top gets very hot. The heat transfer isn't as bad down here. So once you get neck down, it starts to get much cooler, but this part does get hot. I mean, there's a warning here to that effect. But yeah, that's basically my personal thoughts on this flashlight. Really well done by Wurkkos. I like the price point too. $32.99 is the regular MSRP, but you know Wurkkos, they're always running coupon codes on their Amazon listings. So thank you for that, Wurkkos. But yeah, with that said, thank you for taking a look at this flashlight with me today. If you have any questions about it that I didn't cover, please put them in the comments for me. Try to get to those quick. Let me know your thoughts about this flashlight. or if you're using something that's adjacent to it that you like or don't like, please share your thoughts for the community as well. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, but thank you very much for watching. God bless you. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.